Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports for NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Brent Barry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge reporting from the sideline. Now the starting group for the visitors. Antetokounmpo is out there with Jason Tatum. Then it's Joel Embiid. Then it's Halliburton. And it's Lillard in at the 2. And for New York, they've got Klay Thompson. Thomas is out there with Wade. Then it's Paolo Banchero. And it's Sabonis in at the center, locking down the middle. And finished off by Banchero.
Oh, big-time dunk by Banchero. I like seeing the aggressive side of this young man.
From Rookie of the Year in 2023 to an All-Star Greg in 2024, Paolo Banchero.
And, Kevin, that really says it all, doesn't it? Few players hit the ground running like Banchero has. Becoming an elite competitor, people fear almost instantly.
It's Thomas outside. It's hauled in by Giannis. Lillard against Thomas. Lillard the pass to Halliburton. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up.
And Halliburton has that kind of ability. An awkward release, but man, is he consistent with it.
Oh, and the jam by Wade. What a play.
And there's the youth, Wade jumping out of the gym.
Thomas against Halliburton. Now here's Embiid. He's tightly guarded, lays it up and banks it in.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
The 3 from Tatum. No good that time. And so it's Thompson with it. He'll bring it up for New York. Sabonis' screen on Tatum. A shot by Thompson and no one's around. An absolute bomb from three-point range.
Yeah, you got to stay in front of Klay. If you're going under the screen and he recognizes that, you're going to get scored on.
Giannis outside. Halliburton sets the pick for Antetokounmpo. Shot clock at 5. Shot from 12. Here's Embiid. Thomas grabs the rebound. Here's Wade driving inside. Not going to go that time. Out to Thompson. Banchero outside. Good, and it's Sabonis with the assist that time.
And great attention to detail from Banchero on the play, making sure he's there to get the ball and send it back.
And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. Starks checked in for Wade. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes played. And here's Tatum for 3. It's rebounded by New York. Banchero right side. Thompson looking for an opening. The three-pointer is right on target.
Just get the feeling that whenever Klay rises up, he's going to make it.
Tatum against Thompson. Tatum passes to Embiid over Sabonis. And there's Embiid. That's good on the assist by Tatum. Embiid's got his second basket.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let up. Think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
Here's Antetokounmpo. following the score by New York. Embiid with a screen on Starks. Shot's good by Mitchell.
And Mitchell is a confident scorer, including from downtown.
Outside Thomas. Sabonis sets the pick for Thomas. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And though Thomas is great from the perimeter, he has a toughness and a willingness to go in amongst the trees and kind of make.
.103 left to play here in the first. Antetokounmpo kicks to Mitchell. To the paint. Second shot opportunity. Banchero grabs the board. New York leading by 7. Starks with it. Now guarded by Giannis. Pass to Thompson. And it's Thompson with the jam.
That's a great sign. Clay up there and rocking the rim.
Thompson's gotten all 3 of his shots to fall for him. 3 for 3. Embiid with a screen on Starks. Mitchell looking it over. Clock at 6. It's rebounded by New York. Banchero inside. Antetokounmpo's there. Got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots. And here is Mitchell. Brunson outside. There's Brown with the 3. No good on the last second attempt there. Klay Thompson has been leading the charge for New York. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for New York?
A lot of high motor play from them in this one, allowing them to kind of charge through the defense and find good looks.
Yeah, getting to the inside is really important, but it's how close you can get to the basket. It feels like these guys are all around the rim in their attack tonight.
They've got Adebayo, Antetokounmpo out there with Jaylen Brown. Then it's Donovan Mitchell, and it's Brunson in at the point guard. For New York, they have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line. Siakam is checked in for New York. That one falls, so he hits both of them. When Donovan Mitchell, Greg, is on the floor, he is the offense.
Yeah, and that goes beyond just his ridiculous scoring. It gets overlooked that he's also a skilled passer. So one way or another, Mitchell is finding points out there.
Pass to Houston. Here's Sabonis, and slam dunk by Sabonis.
And that huge frame of Sabonis is a problem for the defense. Excels at getting perfect position on that offensive glass.
Brown wide open, he fires. And the 3 off target. New York leading by 13. Bridges lays it up off the glass.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. A different look for New York. Banchero comes in for Pascal Siakam. And it's Wade in for John Starks. Embiid wide open. It's rebounded by New York. Sabonis has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Bridges inside. He's covered by Brown. Here's Banchero. That falls. Nice feed that time from Sabonis. Sabonis has got his 4th assist in this one. They need to stop this run.
You know what, Kev? I think it's time to switch some things up, either by going to your bench or with a different look defensively to disrupt their rhythm.
Back to Brunson. Just 5 to shoot. Takes it inside. Brent, when you survey Jalen Brunson going from role player now to all-star, what a rise. What's been the key for him?
I just think it's confidence, Kevin. I mean, simple confidence. I don't think there's one point where Jalen Brunson didn't believe that, not that he was the best player on the court, but that he was going to be the best leader. And that has translated into him producing some massive scoring and assist nights for any team that he's played on. This guy is a winner.
Halliburton passes to Embiid. And here is Brown, defended by Bridges. Halliburton outside. Inside, here's Embiid, and Embiid throws it down.
This is just good point guard fundamentals from Tyrese Halliburton, going to the pick and roll to create a bunch of options.
Here's Houston, and again, New York with the triple.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
Embiid sets the pick for Antetokounmpo. Over Banchero. It's rebounded by New York. Antetokounmpo with the steal, and that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Halliburton. A different look for New York. Jokic has checked in for Sabonis, and Isaiah Thomas is subbed in for Bridges. There's 1:47 left to play here in the second quarter. And it's Banchero missing. Pass to Tatum. Over Banchero. Rejected by Banchero.
And on paper, Paolo Banchero has so many appealing attributes. His size, build, the ability to find shots. You can easily see why scouts were enamored with this guy as a prospect.
Maxey's checked in for Jalen Brunson. Both free throws good from Banchero. It would take a major comeback for them to get back into this game.
And the chances of that happening don't look good.
And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. A nice shot by Embiid.
The big fella, Embiid, making it look too easy.
Here's Thomas. Pass to Banchero. 5 on the clock. Thomas against Embiid, and the rejection by Embiid. And here we go. Fast break. Halliburton's got it. Good defense by Jokic. New York with the ball. They're on a 16-7 run. Shoots. Up and in with the jumper near the hoop. Wade's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Love the concentration from Wade. Totally committed to finding a high percentage shot.
Brown outside. Banchero grabs the board. Banchero's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. They get it again. And Jokic slams it in.
And Jokic long enough to get to that ball and control it.
15 seconds left in the second quarter. Maxey against Thomas. Brown the pass to Tatum. And here's Embiid. That one's not going to go. And so it's New York holding a 22-point lead as the quarter wraps up. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. Right back after this break. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You know, Paolo. Banchero, guys, has been exceptional.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
Sabonis is out there with Paolo Banchero. Then it's Thompson. Then there's Thomas. And it's Wade in at the 2 spot. That's the 5 for New York right now. Fires from deep. Rebound, Giannis Antetokounmpo. Wade's gone 2 for 5, shooting 40% from the field here. Here's Giannis. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points, so 1 free throw coming up.
Just simply overpowers the defense. Giannis flexing that near 7-foot frame.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here. You know, you were talking about Giannis. He can put up 30 a game without taking many shots from the perimeter. That's a tall order these days, especially because he gets doubled every single time.
That's the guy they're going to keep going to, as they should. The lead's only going up if they keep feeding him.
Out of bounds, New York takes possession.
Yeah, the body language right now is not looking good for this basketball team. The game might be out of reach, but they have to avoid mistakes like that.
And here's Thomas, who brings it up for New York. About 1 minute played here in the second half. From outside, off the mark. Thomas gone 1 of 4 from the field. Halliburton with it. Thomas with the steal. Here's Banchero. And finished off by Banchero.
And this kid is just a natural-born scorer. Banchero can post you up, face you up, and also beat you in transition.
Thomas against Halliburton. In the corner. Tatum with it. Up again. And Embiid is right there. Embiid's got 11.
It just knows where to go. Embiid positioning himself perfectly to get the putback.
Here's Banchero. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. 3-on-3. Halliburton on the wing. He's covered by Thompson. Tatum against Thomas. 5 to shoot. Here's Tatum. Rebound by Paolo Banchero. Banchero's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Thompson outside. And he lays it straight in. 10 points for him.
And known as a shooter, Thompson's size allows him to score inside as well.
Lillard scanning the floor. Down low, Embiid misses from close range. New York leading by 23. Here's Wade. It's rebounded by Tyrese Halliburton. Wade's gone 2 of 6 here tonight from the field. Lillard up top. Hasn't made one yet. And the dunk by Embiid.
Well, no question, Joel Embiid is page 1 on the scouting report. Maybe page 2 and 3 as well. He is a handful.
Cans it from downtown.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Outside Tatum. Halliburton for 3. It's rebounded by New York. Banchero's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Score that one for him, his 8th field goal. 8 for 11 on a very accurate night. And now looks like we've got an injury here, guys. We'll likely see him come out of the game.
And this would be a terrible blow. Hopefully it's less serious than it looks.
Well, looking at his face right there, you can tell he's in a lot of pain, and there's a lot of trepidation right now on that team's sideline.
Jaylen Brown's checked in for Tatum. Pass to Mitchell. High post, Embiid. Now here's Brown. He's covered by Thompson. Brown dishes to Lillard. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Lillard's got his first 3 points of the game.
Total lack of hesitation. Lillard trusting his selections completely.
Thomas outside. Sinks the three-pointer.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
35 seconds left to play here in the third. Embiid with a screen on Banchero. It's rebounded by New York. Sabonis has got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
And guys, that strength will serve Banchero really well in the league, and we're starting to see signs of it already.
The visitors with the ball. Giannis outside. Adebayo with a screen on Banchero. Here's Giannis. And that one released in time, but no good. Paolo Banchero getting it done for New York. It's been an excellent game for him offensively. He's got 21 points and count. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, is peripheral vision.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Jalen Brunson out there with Tyrese Halliburton. Then there's Banchero. Then it's Joel Embiid. And it's Brown in at the small forward position.
Oh, man, you know he'd love to have that one over.
Jokic against Brown. Bridges passes to Houston. Hits the three-point bomb.
Houston is so consistent from out there.
Houston's gone 3 for 4 from the floor tonight. Embiid sets the pick for Banchero. Pass to Embiid. Three-pointer. And the rebound goes to Starks. About a minute played here in the fourth quarter. From downtown, Banchero grabs the board.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Pass to Brown. Now here's Embiid. Over Jokic. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. And so it's Jokic with it. He brings it up for New York. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. Brunson kicks to Banchero. Brown with it. Pass to Brunson. Over Starks. And there's Brunson. That's good on the assist by Brown.
And that in-between J, Brunson capable.
Here's Starks. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Bridges a screen on Brunson. Here's Starks. And he banks in the layup.
Now, there's some easy offense there. Keep finding looks in that area, and their shooting percentages tonight are going to be off the charts.
Brown outside. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts. But otherwise, the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
And New York making a change here. Doncic has checked in. What's great about Jokic, GA, is he can put up MVP numbers, and he's got a little personality to him, doesn't he?
He does. You can tell he just loves life. He loves everything he does, especially when he's on the floor, making his teammates better.
Outside for Starks. They get it back. Here's Bridges. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic.
One tough customer. Bridges fighting for the basket in close.
Pass to Brown. Halliburton outside. Embiid with a screen on Starks. And Embiid throws it down.
And seeing a guy as big as Embiid being so fluid in terms of his movement, jaw-dropping.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Tyrese Halliburton. That is his first foul of the game.
You know what? You've got to always be in control of your emotions.
1:29 left in the fourth quarter. Kicks it out to Siakam. Back to Doncic. Some nice passing by New York here. Drops in the tray. Bridges has got 5 points now this quarter.
Bridges finding his spot, and his team finds him with the ball. Good mechanics there, too.
Back to Lillard. Antetokounmpo dishes to Embiid. It's rebounded by New York. 58 seconds left in the game. Bridges, no one around him. No good on the triple. Outside, Antetokounmpo. To the inside, Embiid. Good defense by Jokic. This could get even more out of hand if they continue to put up points.
Wow, Kevin, what a performance we are seeing.
Oh, Jokic attacking the rim and brings it down hard.
And Lillard kicks to Halliburton. Tries to the hoop. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Yeah, no stopping him on that play. Sometimes even the taller defenders are helpless to stop him.
There's 25 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Jokic, and Jokic throws it down.
Saw the opportunity to put this away, and you could see the killer instinct take over.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game, but once they broke through that barrier, it was all them. Complete control.
So no problem for New York as they get the win. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching.
Hey everybody, we're coming to you live on 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. With two Hall of Famers, Doris Burke and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce, our reporter. Now, New York starting five. They've got Thompson. He's out there with Paolo Banchero. And it's Sabonis in at the five. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is out there with Luka Doncic. Then there's Nikola Jokic. Then there's James. And it's Durant in at the power forward position. And New York has possession. Here's Banchero. And he goes big with the dunk right over Kevin Durant.
I mean, you talk about it factor, Banchero's got it, man. What a move.
I'll say this, Banchero is a guy that opponents can't forget about for a second. And you see it in all the defensive attention he gets. Teams show him all kinds of different looks, and he draws a bunch of double teams in isolation. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
Oh, too big, too strong. It'll take more than that to stop Banchero.
Thomas against Doncic. James with the ball. The ball's knocked loose. To the paint. And it's Jokic missing. And we're about a minute into the first. Wade drives in, and that one is hammered home.
I'll tell you, you give him a head of steam, this guy can drop the hammer. Dwayne Wade doing work.
James deciding where to go with it. Puts up a deep three. And it's New York with a rebound.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
And it's going to be out of bounds. New York will have another go.
He had the right idea, just couldn't come up with the swipe.
Yeah, the anticipation was there. The hustle was there. Very close to picking that one.
Stephen Curry, he's checked in for James. Yes, it's good.
You can really feel the momentum swinging in their direction.
You want to continue to build on this lead. Right now, still a little too close for comfort.
Now here's Durant. Back to Curry. Out to the right wing. Outside Durant. Shot clock at 6. They need this. Pure from three-point range.
The fluidity, the mechanics, the purity. KD's jumper is sweet.
Here's Thomas. Perfect night so far, 2 for 2.
Now you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
Now here's Curry. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. And here's Jokic outside. Can't hit it. He's 0 for 2 now. New York leading by 7. Oh, Banchero throws it down.
Their offense is looking like a well-oiled machine, getting any look they want.
Well, what great game planning, what great execution. It doesn't get much better than this.
Banchero's gotten all 3 of his shots to fall. 3 for 3. For 3, Booker. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Yeah, one of his many attributes, guys. Booker is hard to stay with when he's pulling up off the dribble.
Thomas with the ball. Durant covering. The 3 from Thompson. Connects from downtown.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Now here's Booker. Jokic up top. A shot from the high post. That's good on the jumper.
Yeah, great pass to Jokic when he's ready to fire, and then he's straight into his motion.
Thomas outside. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. It's on Stephen Curry.
It was a strong move. The shot's just a little off.
And both free throws good for Thomas.
An efficient night from the line. This is a guy who puts in the work and it pays dividends.
Outside Curry. Pass to Jokic from deep. It's rebounded by Banchero. Banchero's got 4 rebounds in the game. Here's Thomas from behind the arc. Another shot. And it's Banchero getting it to go. Banchero's got 8.
Oh, what tenacity on the boards. Banchero takes pleasure in capitalizing on the offensive glass.
It's James on the wing. Guarded by Banchero. Back to Booker. Knocked loose. Banchero against James. The 3 from Thompson. Here's Banchero. Oh, he goes right over LeBron and slams it down.
Wow, what a play by Banchero. That's about want to right there. Gets after the offensive glass.
Jokic. And Jokic throws it down.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
Where was the defense? No help. You can't afford to give up these kinds of buckets.
Here's Booker. After the basket by New York on the other end. Here's James. And slam dunk by James.
Oh, stop it. That one just too easy for LeBron James. So high above the rim.
They've controlled the paint so far. That's been the difference.
I know it's early, but you have got to like the dominance down low. Right now, they are playing bully basketball.
Jokic a screen. Booker for 3. And no good. And so it's New York in a good situation, up by 13 points to close the quarter. We hear teams talk about wanting to get the And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for New York.
They've been really going at the defense in the painted area, and so far, the opposition really hasn't had an answer for them.
And their assist total, also impressive early, creating with the pass and playing for teammates.
They've got Devin Booker, LeBron James out there with Anthony Davis. Then there's Stephen Curry, and it's Edwards in at the 3. And for New York, Mikal Bridges is out there with John Collins. And it's Sabonis in at the 5, roaming the paint. Now Booker. Shot from the wing. It's rebounded by Sabonis.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
And they should, because it's when you start turning down that kind of look that your offense can start to bog down a bit.
Out to Bridges. The rebound by Devin Booker. Devin Booker is a 2-guard, Doris. What's Book do that makes him special at that position?
I mean, so many things in terms of his skill. He's an elite shooter. He has become an excellent decision maker. He can get to the mid-range. He's a 3-level scorer. There's so many things. But my favorite thing is watching this guy in an NBA Finals play with a broken nose, be hit repeatedly, and never flinch. His toughness and competitive edge is always there nightly, and I love that.
Now for an update on the injury to Luka Doncic, let's check in with Ali LaForce.
He said they're concerned this is a serious injury and it's going to keep him out of the rotation.
Okay, thanks for the update. Good to get that information. Now we know how things are coming along, Grant.
That's true. It's the uncertainty factor with injuries that can be so hard to handle.
There's no question, because even if you know what's wrong, individuals have different healing times. The time frames can be totally different for similar injuries.
Doncic outside. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. It's rebounded by Sabonis. Sabonis has got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Houston. Pulled the shot a little left. The bounce goes his way, though. Houston's got 5 points.
Well, 9 times out of 10, that probably is a miss, but somehow he finds a way.
Davis a screen. A shot to stop the run. Doncic's shot is good.
Such a multi-talented threat on the offensive end, and you love his confidence.
This one for 3. Gets the 3 to fall. Give him 8 points now.
Well, the basketball mind that Dwayne Wade possesses is so special. What understanding and feel for where his guys will be.
Doncic outside. Again, Doncic missing. New York leading by 21. Quarter number 2 and around 3 minutes gone by. No one covering. Houston's got 11 here in the quarter alone.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Pass to Davis. Outside Curry. Lets the 3 fly. Knocks down the long J. Curry's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Wade misses. Curry surveys. And so the ball out of bounds. Gilgeous-Alexander touched it last. Here's Thomas. Give him 8 points now. Good efficiency. He's drained 4 out of 5.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
New York making a switch here. Outside Curry. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Jokic. 52 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Doncic, no good. And here's New York now. They're on a 15-5 run. Oh, wasted no time on that one. Thompson's got 6.
At his absolute best, Klay Thompson rise and fire on the catch. Good night defense.
Outside Curry. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. The D's right on him. And his first shot of the game, no good. And here's Sabonis. He'll bring it up for New York. They've only allowed 5 points in the quarter. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Thomas for 3. Gilgeous-Alexander with a rebound. Pass to Doncic. Out of bounds. It'll be New York's ball. There's 6 seconds left in the first half of this game.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly and capitalizing.
And so it's New York, firmly in control with an impressive 28-point lead as the quarter ends. Defense is setting the tone. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. Kevin Durant is out there with Nikola Jokic. Then it's Luka Doncic. Then it's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Curry in at the point. And that's the group for Chris Finch as we begin the second half. Offensive rebound. Jokic has gone 2 for 6 from the floor so far. And here's Thompson for 3. That one falls. Nice feed from Sabonis. Sabonis has got 4 assists in the game. Thompson against Doncic. No luck on that one. Thompson with some nice D. Doncic has gone just 1 of 6 shooting so far. The 3 is up. And Thompson gets the 3. Thompson's got 12 points.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
And I think the defender knows once he gets cooking, look out. The bucket looks awfully big to him right now.
Here's Curry. Rejected by Sabonis. Banchero passes to Thomas. And again, New York with the triple.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
To the inside. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. No good that time. And here's New York now. They're rolling here. 9 unanswered.
And they're really rolling right now. That lead keeps getting bigger and bigger.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
Here's the pick. And here's Curry for 3. Nails it from 3. Curry's got his second basket.
Ideally, you want to chase Stephen Curry off the three-point line, but folks, it is not as easy as you might think.
Here's Thomas driving inside, and he converts the layup.
Everything is dropping for them. Just a terrific third period run.
And I think it's been all about their offensive efficiency, shooting the lights out in this quarter.
Jokic the screen. Gilgeous-Alexander from outside. And it's New York with a rebound. Sabonis has got the glass covered here tonight. That's 11 boards for him. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. And it's good. 2 points.
As of this moment, they look absolutely unstoppable.
Boy, it looks like their confidence is at an all-time high, just feeding off each other right now.
And that one's good. Gilgeous-Alexander. And New York has possession. Now here's Thomas. Fires the 3. Durant pulls it in. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's New York with a rebound. Thomas drives in. That one falls. 8 of 10 and scoring with confidence.
What a great shooting performance. His percentage is outstanding.
Curry passes to Doncic. Down low. Here's Jokic. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
And how about the trick move by the big man? I mean, nice pump fake from Jokic.
These are his first free throws of the game. The first one falls. Devin Booker, he's checked in for Gilgeous-Alexander. He does not get the second one. And here's New York now. They're on a 17-6 run. Collins outside. Collins with a screen on Doncic. Here's Starks. And it's in there.
Well, use the pick and going right to the cup. I love the aggressiveness.
Outside Booker. Back to Doncic. Outside Durant. Shot clock at 5. Off target with the 3. And it's Jokic with the ball for New York. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Hits the trifecta.
Oh, man, I mean, the passing from Jokic is off the charts. Gave his man just a great look.
8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Outside Booker. And from 16 feet away, he cans it. Booker's got 5.
Well, as usual, this guy cooking on the offensive end, but right now, the other guys on his team have got to step forward.
Here's Starks. For 3, Bridges. The shot, no good. And so it's New York, way out of reach with an enormous lead as we head into a break. A big difference in shooting percentages. That's why they lead. Back after this. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And he definitely deserves the award. Reading the defense like a point guard.
He's got the size to survey over the top of the defense and find the open man. That was beautiful.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. So on the floor for New York, Nikola Jokic is out there with John Collins. Then it's Mikal Bridges, and it's Starks in at the 1. Now here's Curry. Defense right on him. Pass to James. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. Well, Grant, even though it looks like LeBron could play forever, he stated that he doesn't have much time left.
Well, it's unbelievable that he's sustained this level of excellence for as long as he has. I would be surprised if we see this type of longevity ever again.
What's remarkable about LeBron is the complete command of the game. Not only his team, but you'll hear opponents joke about how well he knows their plays.
All right, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for New York.
These guys have incredible stamina based on how they've been running the floor, using speedy transition play to get fast break points.
Another thing I thought they did well was pressure. They forced a ton of turnovers, turned those opportunities into points.
James against Collins. Edwards a screen on Collins. Outside Edwards. Three-pointer. Jokic grabs the board. And here's New York now. To the right side. Collins passes to Jokic. And the dunk by Jokic.
And dunking it with authority inside. This is why Jokic guys look to feed him down there.
It's James on the wing. Collins defending. James passes to Davis. Collins with the rebound.
You can't ask for a cleaner look than that. He just couldn't deliver.
Out to the right wing. Let's go with a 3. Another basket. He's now 6 for 7 in the contest. Oh, wow, guys, this does not look good. We've got an injury here.
And I'll tell you, that's the very last thing you want to see.
I just feel so bad for him. What he's going through right now, you just have to hope and pray that it's not too serious.
Pascal Siakam, he's checked in for Jokic. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside Curry. Davis from long range. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Curry. Davis has gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
Very effective facing up. AD spotting up and cashing in.
Here's Starks. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. A chance to get a quick injury report.
Hi, guys. The head athletic trainer for New York provided some information. Unfortunately, it doesn't sound good at all. He's likely going to be out for a while.
All we can hope for is that the prognosis isn't as bad as it seems, guys.
Yeah, we were hoping for much better news, and obviously not very encouraging.
No, I mean, this is a big blow, and it will force the team to make some adjustments, not just in terms of personnel in the court, but in terms of strategy.
Siakam, the pass to Houston. Offline with a 3.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
Here's James. James. And it's New York with a rebound. Siakam finds Bridges. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Yeah, nimble play by Bridges inside, navigating the contact and getting to his finish.
Here's James. And that one's good. James has got 4 points this quarter. And New York has possession. Going inside. And it's Starks missing. A look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by in the fourth. Bridges against Edwards. Pass to James. Shoots over Collins. And there's James on the assist from Edwards.
Yeah, it's very hard to guard LeBron James because he's a three-level scorer. Catches the defense off guard, just pulls up into that mid-range.
1:25 left in the final quarter. Bridges has gone 2 of 4 shooting. Davis. Despite entering his 30s, Anthony Davis is not slowing down, Grant.
Yeah, B.A. And last year, AD put up the best rebounding numbers of his career. And his shooting percentage also very high. And just watching him, Davis is still an all-NBA caliber player, capable of taking over on both ends.
New York making a switch here. Doncic checked in. We've got 1:13 left in the game.
It does not happen too often, but boy, when Luka gets the opportunity to throw it down, he relishes it.
On the wing, Durant. Over Collins. Collins with the rebound. And it's Collins with the ball for New York. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It's going to go on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And he knocks down the first one. Jokic is checked in for Davis. Williams is checked in for New York. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. In 2024, Luka Doncic recorded 6 consecutive 30-point triple-double games.
That's right, B.A. The first time anyone has done it in NBA history. So if you didn't already believe in Luka magic, well, there's some proof that the magic is real. You got to give them respect. They're doing everything they can to close this out.
Well, just terrific teamwork. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
Durant's shot is off. 3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Right side, Williams. Off the mark there with a 3. Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. So New York wins it. Boy, this crowd has to be shocked by the way their team was dismantled.
Shocked and surprised. It doesn't matter what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to just waltz in and cruise to the type of victory like we saw tonight.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Doris Burke, and the rest of our 2K team, this is Brian Anderson signing off. And before we go, we'll leave you with our player of the game. And welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. Alongside Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg, I'm Brian Anderson. We'll talk to Allie LaForce, who's on the sidelines as well. Now, New York starting five. Klay Thompson is out there with Banchero. Then it's Miller, and it's Thomas in at the point. They've got Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Giannis Antetokounmpo is out there with Nikola Jokic. Then there's Jason Tatum, and it's Doncic in at the one. And New York has possession. Here's Banchero. Oh, Banchero throws it down.
And this is why you must push Banchero out of the paint, or else he'll slam it all over you.
Doncic passes to Antetokounmpo. Oh, they get a hand on it. Thompson with a steal. Miller outside. Yes, and a nice assist from Thompson.
Miller is a laser from deep. He can be lights out there. The defense has to make it tougher for him.
Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. And something that makes SGA so dangerous on offense, his elite drive and kick ability.
Yeah, you have to load towards him when he comes off a high pick. He just draws so much attention and can find another cutter or spot-up shooter. He has so much gravity to his game.
Brunson is checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Good on the bucket.
Beautiful work on the floater that time by Thomas. So smart when he gets into the lane. This guy can score a lot of different ways. One of the best point guard finishers we've seen.
Now here's Doncic. Jokic with a screen on Thompson. And here's Doncic outside. Doesn't go. And he's 0 for 1 from the floor. And here's Miller. He'll bring it up for New York. It's a 5-point game. Thompson passes to Miller. And again, New York with the triple.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Miller's gone 2 for 2 from distance tonight. Outside Brunson. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Doncic passes to Jokic. 6 on the shot clock. Over Sabonis. Jokic, no good. And here's New York now. A big stretch here going. 10-2.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Doncic. Here's Jokic. Pass to Brunson. Doncic against Thompson. Thompson with the block.
So disruptive. Thompson's defensive instincts are off the charts.
Banchero no good. Out to Thompson. The three. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Miller. And Mark Daigneault has called a timeout. He wants to review the game plan.
Failing to find a rhythm offensively. Something that needs to change and change soon.
And I think this timeout, guys, is where you draw up some plays that are guaranteed to create some high percentage shots.
Edwards, he's checked in for Gilgeous-Alexander. Collins, he's checked in for New York. And here's Jokic outside. And it's New York with a rebound. Just over 2.5 minutes played here in the first. Thomas with the ball, picked up by Tatum. Out to Thompson. The three. The shot won't fall. Thomas against Edwards. Pass to Brunson. And here's Jokic. Knocked away. Takes the three. And Miller the bucket on the assist by Thompson. Miller's got 9.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
Now here's Tatum. Takes a big high bounce and goes in.
Well, Tatum can find a shot he wants just about anywhere. He's got that kind of versatility.
Thomas outside. Launches it. Oh, he gets it to go. So far, he can't miss. He's 4 for 4.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
Thompson passes to Collins. And it's going to be out of bounds. New York will have another go.
Great read to get a hand in there and disrupt the play.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
Kawhi Leonard's checked in for Tatum. Here's Starks. Back to Miller. Launches a three. Nikola Jokic grabs the miss. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Oh, got that one up quick.
That high release of the Joker, if you're defending him, you better stay home.
New York leading by 9. Here's Starks. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. Jalen Brunson picks one up.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
Durant, he's checked in for Luka Doncic. R.J. Barrett, he's checked in for New York. 6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Collins passes to Starks. Now Thompson. From the arc. And it's Starks missing. Edwards with it. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. And so it's New York, closing out the quarter ahead by 11 points. And they've effectively guarded Kawhi Leonard all night. Not an easy task by any means. We'll be right back. We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for New York.
Yeah, their early focus on outside scoring has paid off. They're finding plenty of points from three-point land.
You know, another point I'd like to add is that they've had tremendous success early on converting turnovers and turning those into points.
So on the floor for New York, Nikola Jokic is out there with John Collins. Then it's Klay Thompson, and it's Houston in at the 3. And Collins with the big block. On the wing, Thompson. Three-pointer. And again, New York with the triple.
Such a silky, smooth stroke from deep. Thompson, excellent accuracy.
Here's Curry. Pass to Edwards. Jokic the screen. Edwards the pass to Jokic. Throw it down, Nikola.
And Joker doesn't get up too often, but when he slams it down, it feels like he's trying to bring the basket with him.
And Anthony Edwards has stated that his goal is to ultimately surpass Michael Jordan.
Hey, look, that is a lofty goal to run after. I don't know if he'll catch him, but I like the fact that he's ambitious enough and confident enough to put it out there. His ability speaks for itself. This guy's a star already, and his star continues to shine. His work ethic and confidence give me belief that he's going to have a chance to at least get close to that. We know about 25 years ago, there was a guy named Kobe Bryant who sought to do something similar to what MJ did, and he got pretty close to matching it. Just was a step beyond the half-court line. Durant, a threat to let it fly. Great range.
They've been the more poised team tonight, and the score reflects that.
Well, I like the way they're playing. A very smart first half. Quality shots, not wasting possessions.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Jokic. Curry with it. Jokic the screen. No good with the triple. New York leading by 16. Thompson outside. From outside the arc. The rebound by Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Curry. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Leonard outside. From 12 feet. Gilgeous-Alexander against Thompson. And that one's good. Gilgeous-Alexander.
And Gilgeous-Alexander understands this team wants him to be aggressive on offense. Love watching him go to work.
Here's Starks. Oh, he goes up high for the two-handed slam.
With two hands on the rock, he powers it through.
Totally in control, protecting the ball the whole way.
And he should be. I mean, remove all doubt. Get it down hard and simply.
And stolen by Banchero. On the wing, Thompson. He's covered by Curry. The three from Banchero. The shot comes out. Banchero's gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. Here's Leonard. Nice spin off the left rim and in.
I like Leonard's shot right there. He's very comfortable from that distance.
New York leading by 14. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. And Thompson gets it to go.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
And Mark Daigneault has called a timeout. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. .116 left in the first half of this one. Tatum from long range. And it's New York with a rebound. Starks, the pass to Banchero. Pass to Collins. From downtown. Misses another, just 1 of 4 from the floor.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
And he lobs it up. Anthony Davis going up top.
Boy, there's not a better target in all of the NBA than Davis for the alley-oop.
Brunson against Thomas. We've got 33 seconds left in the second period. Good work there as it goes.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. To the middle. Here's Don. Whoa! Luka Magic!
Whoa! Not known for showing off, Doncic with the highlight reel jam. Did I say that? Wow.
Now here's Thomas. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. First one falls for him. He's perfect from the line this time. And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. New York out in front, leading by 17. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Here's Brunson. No points so far. They've got Jalen Brunson. Luka Doncic is out there with Jason Tatum. Then there's Nikola Jokic. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in at the shooting guard position. That's the group for Mark Daigneault starting the second half. New York leading by 17. Banchero surveys. And the layup falls. Banchero's gotten his second bucket.
Oh, too big, too strong. It'll take more than that to stop Banchero.
Tatum against Banchero. Pulls up at the elbow. And it's Thomas with the rebound.
I can see why he pulled up for the leaner, but the defense adjusted to that as well.
You know, Grant, in interviews, Jason Tatum often seems understated and soft-spoken, but that's just him, isn't it?
That's true, B.A. Tatum has a quiet confidence about him. He doesn't feel the need to be loud or act out. He lets his work on the court do all the talking for him.
Now here's Brunson. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Now Jokic fires the three. The shot misses. Here's Miller. Oh, nice finish from the low block. That one's good. Miller's got 14 points.
Boy, the big fella can really fill it up. Miller deadly from anywhere on the floor.
And we've got a timeout called by Mark Daigneault. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Doncic on the wing, defended by Thompson. Tatum gets the bucket.
Well, I like how Tatum had his hands up and ready to go on that catch and shoot. Well done.
And it's Thomas off the drive. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for two. That one on Doncic.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
New York shooting their 5th and 6th free throw attempts tonight.
You know, Thomas plays the game with such an edge and attitude and great confidence, and I think that gives him an edge out there on the court. He's always willing to go the extra mile.
Now here's Tatum. He's got 5. Here's Jokic. Nice D from Sabonis.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
And here's Banchero. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. It's on Nikola Jokic.
For a young player, Banchero has tremendous footwork in the post. He stays in balance and puts defenders in awkward spots.
And Banchero drops them both. Now Brunson, still without a bucket. Outside Tatum. Five to shoot. And it's New York with a rebound. Miller's got his 5th rebound in this one. Thomas outside. Fires from deep. And Miller the bucket on the assist by Thomas. Miller's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Boy, he's so crafty, Isaiah Thomas, and really unselfish. A pass-first point guard who knows exactly when one of his guys is open and how to get it to him.
Now here's Jokic. He's got 5.
You know, I wouldn't be surprised if he gets yanked soon. I mean, that's how bad his shot selection has been.
Miller finds Thompson. Back to Miller. Here's the 3. Sinks the tray. Miller's got 20.
They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
Now here's Brunson. There's Tatum with the 3. Miller pulls it in. Miller's got 6 rebounds in the game. The 3 from Banchero. That one is off. Banchero's gone 2 of 7, struggling a bit. Tatum passes to Doncic to stop the drought. That falls. Nice feed that time from Tatum. Doncic has got 5 now.
Watch out now when Doncic is dialed in from deep because he's unguardable.
Thomas with the ball. Give him 8. Inside, Sabonis. That one drops for him.
Another shot right in the lane. That's been their MO this evening.
To the paint. Sabonis with some nice D.
He hasn't been able to find his touch this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm.
I mean, you talk about it factor. Banchero's got it, man. What a move.
9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Back to Doncic. 6 to shoot. Pass to Jokic. Soft touch off the glass. He has 7.
This is exactly how you should use Jokic in these situations. Feed that beast inside.
Thomas outside. Sabonis with a screen on Brunson. And here's Thomas from the arc. And so it's New York with a commanding lead to end the quarter. 27 points, looking good. The hustle they've shown on defense has been tremendous. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for New York. So on the floor for New York, they've got Nikola Jokic. Luka Doncic is out there with John Collins. And it's Starks in at the 2. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Collins with the rebound. Here's Starks. He's covered by Curry. And that one's good. Starks.
Zero fear in John Starks' game. He is always in attack mode, taking it inside without thinking twice about it.
The 3 from Curry. And it's New York with a rebound. Jokic has got 4 rebounds now. Pass to Houston. Beyond the arc. Buries it from 3. Houston's got his first 3 points of the game.
Just another spot that Houston can knock it down from. He's got a really versatile offensive game.
Curry finds Davis. Doncic outside. That shot is off. And here's New York now. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong. No baskets allowed. That one's good for 2.
Well, you got to do more than that to stop Jokic. I mean, this guy is a master at converting through tough defense.
And here's Curry for 3. And it's New York with a rebound. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half of this fourth quarter. Fires for 3. And again, New York with the triple.
That's Houston's sweet spot now, knocking jumpers down off the catch.
They haven't looked like themselves the last few possessions.
They haven't. This is when they really need to be patient and get a clean look.
The 3 from Curry. Sinks it. What range from downtown.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at them.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
They grab their own miss. Jokic, no good.
Well, you got to miss sometimes, but that one seemed like a gimme.
Leonard passes to Doncic. The kick out, Curry. The 3 ball. Jokic grabs the board. Jokic has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Here's Starks. The shot is good on the assist by Jokic. Jokic has got 4 assists in the game. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Now here's Doncic. Not a lot of room. The 3 from Curry. That won't go either for Curry.
Trying to end this thing with some big threes, but the accuracy just isn't there tonight.
And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
The 3 ball is part of JC's game, but I like Collins the most inside.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going so far for New York.
Well, you know, for me, the passing has been fantastic all night. Everybody loves watching this style of basketball where the ball moves and players move. Coaches, fans, and even us broadcasters can appreciate that kind of action.
Yeah, the other thing they're doing is absolutely scorching the net. Red hot from outside all game long.
Now here's Doncic. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
I love when Gilgeous-Alexander looks to score because it forces the defense to act.
That free throw good from Gilgeous-Alexander. New York making a switch here. Wade's checked in. He's off on the second.
Not nearly as productive a trip to the line as he'd have liked. They need all their free throws to go down at this point.
Nice awareness there from the big man Collins. Solid at finding his teammates when they're open.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. After the basket by New York on the other end. Pass to Tatum. A minute 39 left in the fourth quarter. On target from range.
Well, Jokic is a judicious three-point shooter, so you know he likes the look when he takes one.
Here's Wade. Pass to Houston. Lets it go from deep. Gets the three ball to go. Houston's got 9 points now in the second half.
Much respect for the jumper of Houston. He knows exactly when to let it fly.
A minute 9 left in the fourth. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's New York with a rebound. On the wing, Wade. Here's Houston. 4-3. And again, New York with the triple.
This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
Oh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. They'll pin that one on John Collins.
And Tatum does a little bit of everything, and he's especially skilled down low. Fantastic at drawing the defense into him and playing off the contact while he's going up for a shot.
Hits both from the stripe.
A young man who has an appetite for greatness, always pushing himself, is Jason Tatum.
Here's Wade. Brunson defending. Wade, that's good.
Boy, at the offensive end, his game is so impressive. I mean, he's a threat every time up the floor.
Right side, Brunson. 6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Houston. So New York wins it. To walk into enemy territory and deliver a performance like that, that says a lot about this squad.
They really came in looking confident and didn't let anything shake them. This is what a dominant team looks like.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Grant Hill, Clark Kellogg, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching. And time to present our player of the game.
Thanks for tuning in this Wednesday. 2K Sports presents the NBA. Our game tonight featuring Los Angeles as they go up against New York. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. DA will join us tonight on the sideline. So the New York starting five. Klay Thompson is out there with Paolo Banchero. Then it's Mike Miller. Then there's Thomas. And it's Sabonis in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the Lakers, we've got West. Erickson is out there with Baylor. Then it's Goodrich. And it's Chamberlain in at the 5.
Oh, the defense puts contact on Banchero inside, but he just bullies right through it.
Clark, I know you'd agree. Paolo Banchero has certainly lived up to the hype, being a #1 overall pick.
Yeah, you know, I loved him when he was in college. Loved his size, his athleticism, his IQ, his tenacity. I mean, I don't think there's anything on the floor that he can't do.
The offensive rebound, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Oh, big time put back there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder.
And night in and night out, that's what he provides.
Banchero passes to Miller. Beyond the arc. Erickson with the rebound. And here's Los Angeles. West with the ball. Picked up by Thompson. Scooped up. Here's Chamberlain. And it's sent back by Sabonis. And Chamberlain with the stuff.
Tell you what, if you let Wilt get the ball there, that's the poster shot you can expect.
That's good from Banchero on the assist by Thomas.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Now here's West. Goodrich up top. Covered by Miller. 6 on the shot clock. Puts it up. And it's Goodrich missing. And it's Sabonis with the ball for New York. Pass to Miller. Thompson outside. Here's the 3. Rebounded by Wilt Chamberlain. Chamberlain got 4 rebounds in this game. West passes to Erickson. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. And Chamberlain with the stuff.
Completely aware of everything around him. Goodrich quick to locate the open man.
Here's Thomas. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
So the Lakers call timeout, their first.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
And I think this timeout, guys, is where you draw up some plays that are guaranteed to create some high percentage shots.
Miller's checked in for Los Angeles. Collins checked in for New York. Here's Baylor. Left side West. Back to Baylor. It's Goodrich on the wing. Covered by Miller. Chamberlain, no good. Thompson from long range. Here's Sabonis. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Man, it's such a pleasure to watch Sabonis work. A great basketball IQ and an unreal passer for a big guy.
And the free throw is good, now leading by 1. Los Angeles making a switch here. Collins is checked in.
Boy, he's got a great stroke from the line. That's not something we can say about all the league's big guys.
West against Thomas. West kicks to Goodrich. Miller grabs the miss.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Now, here is Miller. Still without a basket. And, yes, it's good.
And sometimes defenses forget how tall Miller is. He uses that 6'8" frame so well inside.
Pass to Collins. And West now, top of the key. It's on target from the high post.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Got a piece of it and stolen by Goodrich. Outside Collins. West against Miller. West right side, 6 to shoot. Out of bounds, New York takes possession. Jokic, he's checked in for New York. Starks comes in for Thomas. 52 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Starks dishes to Miller. There's the three. Nailed from three-point land. Miller's got 5 points so far.
Miller is a laser from deep. He can be lights out there. The defense has to make it tougher for him.
Baylor against Thompson. On the wing, Goodrich. Miller with a screen on Miller. Here's Goodrich. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
And really not the quickest release, but a nice fluid stroke. And of course, Goodrich is a tremendous competitor.
Now, here's Jokic. In the corner, Collins with it. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Outside Baylor. Here's Goodrich, and Miller with the block. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. New York leads by 3, and the second quarter will get underway just after this short break. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And what stands out to you from New York in this one?
Well, this is the edge that great rim protection can give you.
Yeah, you know, you have a guy in there blocking a bunch of shots or multiple players blocking shots. It causes the offense to think twice when they go up for shots in there.
Here are the 5 New York has to start here in the second. They've got Nikola Jokic. Starks is out there with Thompson. Then it's Collins, and it's Barrett at the 3 spot. Williams' shot is off. And so it's Jokic with the ball. He brings it up for New York. 3-point lead. Thompson in the corner. Second chance shot. And Baylor with the block. Collins kicks to Barrett. The three-pointer no good.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Here's Baylor. It's rebounded by New York. Clark, what we appreciate, you know, for some players, success can change them, but not for Jokic. He seems like the same guy.
He certainly does, boy, and he is special. He is so much fun to watch. Seems to be even-keeled and down the earth, but his game is heaven sent for sure.
The shot by Baylor, no good. New York leading by 6. Starks the pass to Thompson. That 3 off the mark.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. And it's sent back by Jokic.
What I like about Jokic defensively is what I like about him overall. Great instincts.
And Thompson gets it to go.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Los Angeles calls timeout. Nikola Jokic, Clark, is as skilled a big as we have seen. And when he has the ball, he can really affect the opposition.
Yeah, he's such a great passer, and he's got tremendous size. I mean, people forget because he's pretty nimble and agile that he's, you know, right at 7 feet tall, 7'1", with really long arms. So he's a problem just from the size standpoint. Then you factor in his otherworldly skills as a passer, as a shot maker, as a basketball player. And now you've got something that's as unique as we've seen in, I think, the history of the game.
Here's Goodrich. Lets it go from the baseline and nails it.
No idea what they were thinking there defensively. I mean, that's a shot he makes often.
They get a hand on it, and it's out of bounds to New York. They'll retain possession. West is checked in for Los Angeles. Banchero kicks to Miller. And it's off from three-point range. Los Angeles trails by 6. Erickson passes to Goodrich. Back to Erickson. West up on top. The Lakers working the ball around now. Baylor a screen on Starks. Shot clock at 6. Shot's good from West.
Their guards have carried the offensive load. With the way they've performed, they've got the green light to shoot whenever there's an opening.
Here's Starks. Pass to Jokic. Here's Banchero. And he's good on the 3-ball. Banchero's got 7.
And this is something Banchero continues to hone, wanting to become a dangerous threat from deep.
And here's Erickson. Here's Goodrich. Three-pointer. Drills the 3. Pointer. Goodrich has got 5 points now in the quarter.
And, you know, we've seen Goodrich's range all the way back to his college days. He's got a very efficient and easy shooting motion.
Davis is checked in for Baylor. Here's Jokic. Still yet to score. Starks kicks to Thompson. They grab their own miss. Outside for Starks. Over Davis. And he wills that one in. Sinking right through off the back iron.
Boy, I love the decisiveness of Starks, making things happen on offense.
West against Starks. Pass to Goodrich. Miller with a screen on Miller. Goodrich off target from three-point range. New York leading by 6. Back to Miller. Thompson in the corner. Tries again. Jokic doing the job inside.
A guy who always seems to be in the right place at the right time. Jokic on top of that one.
West the bounce pass. Back to Erickson. Miller against Thompson. Miller the pass to Goodrich. Clock at 4. There's the triple. It's rebounded by New York. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Thompson from long range. Got it right back and converts. Nikola Jokic.
Have a lot of respect for Jokic's feel for the game. He plays the right way, sees everything, great vision, and he processes what he sees so quickly.
West outside. Fires away from outside. No good there. The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime. New York ahead, up by 10. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime. And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. Well, you have to like what we're seeing so far from Paolo Banchero.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
And we've hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. We've got Baylor. Goodrich is out there with West. Then there's Chamberlain, and it's Erickson in at the 3, the small forward. West, right side, lets it go with a 3. Goes back up. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Hey, we all know this. It's no secret. I mean, one of the areas of Wilt's game that's below average is free throw shooting.
New York leading by 9, and New York looking at who they've got. They've got Miller. Sabonis is out there with Paolo Banchero, and there's Klay Thompson, and it's Thomas in at the point guard position. Now here's Goodrich. He has 7, knocks down the 3 ball.
And so in control of the game. West keeping the defense off balance with that pass.
The shot by Thompson, and no one's around. And they come right back with their own 3-pointer.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Goodrich, that's good.
Hey, we know what Goodrich did in college. I mean, graduated as the team's all-time leading scorer. Earned 2 championship rings, too.
Thompson for 3. And he recovers it. Takes a 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Chamberlain got 6 rebounds in the game. Baylor kicks it to West. The floater. And it's sent back by Sabonis. Thompson from long range. Again, the miss by Thompson. Los Angeles trails by 7. Baylor dishes to West. Pass to Goodrich. Chamberlain with a screen on Banchero. Rejected by Banchero. Here's Goodrich. Off target from outside. New York leading by 7. Miller with the ball. West picks him up. Miller the pass to Thomas. New York no good that time either.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
On the wing, Goodrich. Back to Erickson. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Here's West. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That's on Mike Miller.
And you look at all the things this man brings to the game. The focus, the resolve, a winner's mindset. I mean, there's a reason why they call him the logo.
The Lakers making a switch here. Henderson's checked in, and New York with a change here too. Collins checked in for Banchero. Thompson with the bucket.
With his strong shot mechanics, these long-range shots tend to look easy for Thompson.
Los Angeles calls timeout.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
And I think this timeout, guys, is where you draw up some plays that are guaranteed to create some high percentage shots.
Collins checked in for the Lakers. Tries a 3 off the inbound. A second chance effort. Pass to West. Collins looking around. Chamberlain with a screen on Miller. Goodrich. And another shot. Chamberlain's shot is off. New York leading by 9. And Miller with the basket on the assist by Sabonis. Miller's got 7 points in the game.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Now, here's Collins. Here's Goodrich. Los Angeles with another miss.
And he has been ice cold from beyond the arc here since halftime, and he continues yet to fire away. He has got to tone it down if he wants to help his team. And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
Here's Collins, following the score by New York. Pass to West. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And nothing is falling for him right now. And so it's Sabonis who brings up the ball for New York. This is the most they've led by 13 points. Thompson misses.
Well defended that time. He's a shooter that the D has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull the trigger.
Now here's West. He's got 5. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. He has 7.
Yeah, and you know, a tough, crafty scorer inside. West showing you he's not just an elite jump shooter.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. New York shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game. And so Thompson nails both of them.
Free throw shooting is about mechanics, confidence, and your mental approach. He's locked in from there most every night.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Baylor against Collins. Elgin Baylor on the wing. Still scoreless. Wing shot on the way. The shot, no good. Klay Thompson has been leading the charge for New York. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And we'll be right back. And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. We've got Erickson. Davis is out there with Miller. Then it's Goodrich. Goodrich against Miller. The three. It's no good. He's now 4 of 9 from the field. Los Angeles trails by 13. Pass to Goodrich. Now Miller. That one goes in.
You have to love the unselfishness on display there. Excellent passing.
New York leading by 11. Tipped away and stolen by Goodrich. Over Miller. And it's Goodrich missing.
I wonder if switching baskets really threw him off. I mean, because he can't get anything to fall this half.
Wasted no time on that one. Jokic has got the lead up to 13 now for New York.
What's really cool about Jokic is that he's just as effective working off the ball. He's ready to shoot when he catches it.
And Los Angeles calling timeout. And New York making a change here. Collins is checked in. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Well, I had a chance to find out what Los Angeles' coach was going over with his guys. He was disappointed in the shot selection. He told them, stay patient, run the offense, make the extra pass. We don't have to make up the deficit all at once. We'll see if they start shooting a little better. Kevin?
Thank you, David. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for New York.
They've been so aggressive getting out on shooters all game long. Nothing's getting past this defense, and that, to me, has been impressive.
And another place they're finding success is in transition. They've been working hard to get ahead of the defense and find those easy ones.
Banchero, that's good.
Gutsy play that time from Banchero inside against pretty physical defense, too.
Los Angeles trails by 16. Erickson outside. And it's Miller in the corner. Pass to Goodrich. Clock at 6. Shot from the top of the key. Banchero grabs the board.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Well, in most games he can knock it down from deep, but it just isn't there for him in this one.
And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Fires away from way outside. Rebound by Paolo Banchero. Banchero's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Offensive rebound, Collins. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And when Collins goes up, the interior defense runs out of options. He forces them to get sloppy.
Sabonis, he's checked in for New York. Thomas comes in for John Starks. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
We've got 1:55 left here in the fourth quarter. The three, and it's Goodrich missing.
You know, he's just chucking it up from distance this quarter. If you're going to do this, especially in the second half, you better make them.
And the first one drops.
And without a doubt, one of the greatest small men we've ever seen. Zeke possesses the skill and determination to just take over a game at any point.
Klay Thompson, he's checked in for Collins. Los Angeles calls timeout. 1:44 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Chamberlain. Erickson outside, and Isaiah Thomas picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. There's 1:38 left to play here in the fourth. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. West a screen on Miller. Here's Goodrich. Offline with his three. Here's New York. They're on a 10-2 run here. New York, no good that time either.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Pass to Erickson. West with the ball. Just 5 on the clock. The jumper from the free throw line is good. 56 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Thomas up top, fended by West. Thomas passes to Banchero. Now here's Thompson. New York, no good that time either. Chamberlain dishes to Goodrich. Pass to Baylor. And here's Erickson. He's covered by Thompson. Out to the right wing. Releases. The putback. It's good on the putback. There's 18 seconds left in the fourth. Now Thomas. So no problem for New York as they get the win. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you later.
from everyone here at 2K. Thanks for joining us. We've got a Wednesday afternoon edition of the NBA for you. Hi, everyone. Here with analysts Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce, our reporter. Now, New York starting five. Thompson out there with Banchero. Then it's Miller, and it's Thomas in at the one. And for the Bucks, and New York has possession. Here's Banchero. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. Here's McLaughlin. Pass to Dandridge. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. He's guarded by Sabonis. From the wing, Miller pulls it in. Banchero against Smith. And Banchero gets it to go.
Oh, too big, too strong. It'll take more than that to stop Banchero.
Here's Milwaukee. Here's Smith. Pass to Robertson. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. He's guarded by Sabonis. From 7 feet away. No good off the back of the rim. It's Thomas on the wing. And here's Banchero. Offline with a baseline jumper. Smith passes to Dandridge. To the middle. Pass to Robertson. Clock at 6. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. And it's Thomas with the rebound. First quarter, just over a minute and a half in. On the wing, Thompson. Drops in the three.
The blend of confidence and skill, beautiful to see. Thompson knew all he needed was the ball in his hands.
McLaughlin passes to Dandridge. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Oh, and that miss makes him 0 for 4. Not a great start. Here's Miller. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. Here's McLaughlin. Pass to Robertson. Puts it up from 12. And another miss by Milwaukee. Abdul-Jabbar's shot is good.
Boy, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's length really makes him a threat on the offensive glass.
Here's Banchero. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
Milwaukee making a switch here. Allen's checked in.
He's one of the league's best free throw shooting bigs. A performance like this certainly proves it.
Timeout called. Milwaukee.
Yeah, hoping to tap into something that'll get them clicking.
Yeah, and you know, that's going to be the focus of this timeout. They need to come up with a spark to get the offense going.
Collins, he's checked in for Paolo Banchero. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. To the left wing. Here's Robertson. Right wing. Smith passes to Abdul-Jabbar. Just 3 to shoot. Thompson with a steal. It's Thomas on the wing. Pass to Miller. There's the 3. Yes, and a nice assist from Thompson.
Miller is a laser from deep. He can be lights out there. The defense has to make it tougher for him.
Here's Robertson, guarded by Miller. Here's McLaughlin. Shot clock at 6. Here's Robertson. Still no points. Gets a hand on it. It's good on the putback.
Real smooth, guys. Great job with the tip in.
Those are the kind of plays on the offensive glass that can tell you a lot about a player.
Yes, they can. They can't allow him to beat them to too many more of those.
Knocks down the triple.
Boy, he's so crafty, Isaiah Thomas, and really unselfish. A pass-first point guard who knows exactly when one of his guys is open and how to get it to him.
Over to the left wing. Pass to Robertson. They set a pick. The three is up. And it's New York with a rebound.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Collins passes to Miller. Thompson outside. For three. They get it again. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Miller finds Thomas. Drains the triple.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
Thomas with a steal. And here's Thompson for three. Here's Collins. And then it's Collins with the dunk.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
The first quarter concludes, and a double-digit lead on the scoreboard. New York. Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for New York.
Well, in today's NBA, the three-point shot is so valuable. They realize this, and that's why they're continuing to drain as many as they can.
They've also displayed a real unselfishness as a team, moving the basketball well, sharing the rock, and giving everybody a chance to participate in the offense.
So on the floor for New York, we've got R.J. Barrett. Nikola Jokic is out there with John Collins. Then it's Thompson, and it's Starks in at the point guard position. Miller. That one doesn't drop. Great D that time from Jokic. Barrett passes to Starks. Miller against Jokic. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
Timeout called. Milwaukee.
And something fans don't always get to see, some of the closely guarded secrets that happen in that huddle.
Yeah, typically there's some type of adjustment made out of a timeout. It might be major, or it could be just a slight tweak.
Just over a minute has passed here in the second quarter. Davis finds Cunningham. Got it. Good job in the low post. New York leading by 16. Starks the pass to Thompson. And it's all from three-point range. And so it's Allen who brings up the ball for Milwaukee. Up top, Davis. Allen outside. They set the pick. Just 5 on the clock. Releases. It's hauled in by Nikola Jokic. And New York has possession. Thompson scanning the floor. There's the triple. And he missed again. Now 1 of 5.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Here's Dandridge. No made baskets yet. Allen, right side. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. Milwaukee shooting their initial free throws of the game here. The first free throw is good. So both free throws good from Allen. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Houston passes to Starks. Puts up a 3. Abdul-Jabbar with a rebound. Abdul-Jabbar's got 6 rebounds now in the game. And there's the call on Banchero. That's his first foul. Cunningham's checked in for Milwaukee. Miller's checked in for New York. Thomas comes in for Thompson. Dandridge passes to Abdul-Jabbar. Here's McLaughlin. Six on the shot clock. Takes a 3. And another miss by Milwaukee. New York leading by 14. Here's Banchero. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a three-point play.
Yeah, that play shows Banchero's strength and his determination.
New York shooting their third free throw attempt of the game. Milwaukee making a switch here. Smith's checked in. Timeout called. Milwaukee. Pass to McLaughlin. Here's Dandridge. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. McLaughlin passes to Cunningham. Over Banchero. And another miss by Milwaukee. They're enjoying a sizable lead.
And what I like, BA, they haven't stopped pressing the issue.
And the three off target. And here's Milwaukee now. Dandridge passes to Smith. Poked loose. And they're on the break. And Thomas gets it to go on the assist from Miller. Miller's got 3 assists in the game.
Woo! His energy is unmatched.
And you know you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Great D that time from Jokic. New York leading by 19. Jacks up a 3. No good. That's his 3rd miss out of 5 attempts. Miller's gone 2 of 5 from the field here. Here's Dandridge. Guarded by Miller. Smith passes to Dandridge. Here's McLaughlin. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Abdul-Jabbar's got 6 points.
I think this is where you give Abdul-Jabbar the ball and just watch him do his thing. So hard to stop inside.
Man, good whistle there.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
New York shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in this game. And good on the 2nd, so he makes them both. There's 14 seconds left in the first half. Here's Robertson. He's scoreless. Boom! He jams it straight down.
You make your teammates better by giving them good passes. That one was perfect.
And so it's New York looking in total control with this 17-point advantage as the buzzer sounds. And their defense has stood out, wreaking havoc for the opposition. And don't go far. We'll be right back. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Milwaukee trails by 17. Here's Robertson. Pass to Dandridge. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Floats in the hook shot. He's got 10.
Nice hook shot there. That's a go-to move for him.
And for New York, Banchero out there with Thompson. Then it's Miller, and it's Sabonis in its center. Down low. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. Abdul-Jabbar's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Here's Robertson. Thomas defends. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. It's rebounded by Sabonis. New York leading by 15. Here's Miller. He drops it from range. Miller's got 9.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on them.
Abdul-Jabbar passes to Smith. Thomas with a steal. Miller outside. Picked by Sabonis. Fires the 3. Miller can't get it to go.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Pass to Robertson. Out of bounds. It'll be New York's ball. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the third quarter. Thomas passes to Miller. Launches it. Knocks it down from distance. Miller's got 6 in the quarter.
Boy, the big fella can really fill it up. Miller deadly from anywhere on the floor.
Timeout called. Milwaukee. Here's Dandridge, defended by Thompson. Pass to Dandridge. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Here's McLaughlin. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Robertson. From outside, off the mark.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
The 3 from Thompson. Abdul-Jabbar with a rebound. Abdul-Jabbar's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Here's Robertson. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. The fader. And it's New York with a rebound. Sabonis has got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Banchero. That one a tad offline, but it drops in for him. Banchero's got 9.
Shooting off the catch or creating off the bounce, Banchero does both equally well.
Pass to Robertson. 1:56 left in the third. Over Thomas. Robertson's shot is off. New York leading by 23. Banchero passes to Thompson. Banchero surveys. The basket's good. Off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 3 assists in the game.
Gutsy play that time from Banchero inside against pretty physical defense, too.
Timeout called. Milwaukee.
Yeah, hoping to tap into something that'll get them clicking.
Yeah, and you know, that's going to be the focus of this timeout. They need to come up with a spark to get the offense going.
Milwaukee making a switch here. Allen's checked in. John Collins checked in for New York. Second half here, and we're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Here's Robertson, guarded by Miller, to stop the drought. And the shot is good off the backboard. McLaughlin's got his first points in this one.
The simple bounce pass works at any level, including the highest level.
Miller. Here's Milwaukee. Cunningham on the wing. Back to Allen. Over to the wing. 6 to shoot. Here's Robertson, guarded by Miller. Robertson's shot is off.
You know, he's just not taking good shots, not taking smart shots, forcing up a lot of low percentage junk there.
And so it's Allen who brings up the ball for the Bucks. 5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Henderson, the pass to Cunningham. Here's Henderson, pass to Cunningham. And here's Allen to the wing, right side. Here's Robertson. The three-pointer off the mark. At the end of the third quarter, a huge lead. This one may have already been decided. New York out in front, running away with this one. We've got more hoops. And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. Fires for three. It's Milwaukee with a rebound.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
And for New York, they've got Miller. Paolo Banchero is out there with Nikola Jokic. And it's Houston in at the small forward position. Pass to McLaughlin. From deep three-point land. Can't hit that one.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check and was maybe a step out of his range.
Offensive board. Miller outside. This one for three. Tries yet again. Here's Banchero. Miller outside from the arc. Unable to get that one. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Here's McLaughlin. Pass to Cunningham. Allen outside. There's a screen. From the top of the key, Miller pulls it in. New York leading by 23. Banchero outside. And he lays it up and in.
And I think we're going to see a lot of nights like this from Banchero. He is built to score and never seems to take a play off.
Pass to Dandridge. Allen with it. Pulls up. It's hauled in by Nikola Jokic. Jokic has got 5 rebounds in the game. Miller, he's open. Here's Banchero. And give him another one. He's 6 of 8 and looking solid.
Oh, what tenacity on the boards. Banchero takes pleasure in capitalizing on the offensive glass.
Back to Allen. To the inside. McLaughlin with the bucket.
This team looks to him to score the ball. They feel good when he's taking the shots.
It's blocked. Over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Miller. Back to Allen. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
Making the most of that possession. Unwilling to give up on the play.
Here's Starks. Miller outside. It's rebounded by Dandridge. And here's Milwaukee now. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points. McLaughlin passes to Cunningham. Here's McLaughlin, guarded by Miller. Pass to Dandridge. Cunningham on the wing. Here's McLaughlin. Three-pointer. And it's New York with a rebound. Banchero's got rebound number 8 now. Ooh, now 7 for 9 after that make.
I mean, 6'10", about 250. Banchero imposing his will inside.
Allen outside. 1:02 left to play in the fourth quarter. Miller, the pass to McLaughlin. Cunningham on the wing. The three is up. It's not going to go for him. And here's Miller. He'll bring it up for New York. To the wing on the left. There's the three. Houston can't hit. Allen, left side. Pass to McLaughlin. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
And, you know, defensively, you know you're in for a long night checking McLaughlin. He is constant motion and a terrific scorer.
Collins, he's checked in for New York. Doncic comes in for Miller. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Starks. From deep, an absolute bomb from three-point range. 11 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Robertson. So New York wins it. This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd was waiting for a miracle that never came.
Yeah, and this team was consistent throughout. They met every challenge, and they earned this dub.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.